Let's talk about this little more advanced technique or application of a capo. So we're going to be playing the same chords in higher voicings. And to do that, we're going to be placing the capo in different frets. Now, this is really important, especially if you're songwriting, you want to experiment with different placements of the chords on the guitar, as if you were in a piano, right? So in the piano, it's a lot easier. You just move some of the notes and the shape goes up. On the guitar, it's not easy to do that because of the 6 strings and the different geometry of the instrument. But with a capo, we can kind of replicate this idea and start moving those voicings higher. So this is the chord progression we're going to be working with. Check it out. Very basic chords: C major, G major, A minor, F major. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the capo on the 3rd fret and see what I can come up with. Okay, putting the capo on the 3rd fret means that the C chord is now becoming an A chord. Why? Because the new root note now, the C note, is on the open string of this position now, right? It's right on the capo on the A string. So that becomes a C major. In the same way, next chord, the G is going to become now an E major. Your new root note is now the new open string on the 3rd fret. Yep, so. What about the next chord? The A minor now becomes an F sharp minor, comparing to the new open string set, because we're right here. And then the original E major is going to become now what? A D major. Check it out. Here's the chord progression. So as you notice, we have a bar chord now. This is something we talked about in the last video, and we said we're always trying to get rid of those using the capo. But that's not actually true, because sometimes all we want to do is to change the voicing, and this is what happens here. So we still have a bar chord, but the high voicing has changed. Let's do that one more time. So. Excellent. What happens if I move this to the 5th fret? Let's find out where the C chord is now. It's going to be right here. Again, we're moving higher up nicely. And this is a C note right here, so we're going to use the G shape. Then where does the original G chord go? It goes to D shape. And then we have an E minor now, which is the original A minor, but just moved higher. And then we've got a C major chord, which represents our original F. Now, all these are open shapes now. Let's play again. Very cool. Let's play it with rhythm. So 3, 4. Very nicely, moving higher up. Let's go to the 7th fret. See what happens here. Where's the C now? Actually, it's right here. So this is, again, not getting rid of the F, of the bar chord, because we're playing an F now, which is a C. But I'll show you what we're doing here. So we've got the F. Then I'm going to play a C shape, which is my G transferred higher. So this is an open shape. Then the A minor becomes a D minor. And then the F major becomes what? A B flat major. So check this out. Instead of replacing the bar chords, we've got 2 of them. But this is a cool way to just move the voicing higher. It doesn't have to be open chords only. In fact, it's impossible to do so all the time. But we still have a very cool chord progression with higher notes on top. So let's try again with the rhythm. 3, 4. One thing you might have noticed by now is that the higher we move on the guitar, the less sustain we have. And this is expected because obviously you're tightening the strength, the length of the strength. So not as much vibration happens. But still, we get a thinner tone here. And this is interesting if you want to just make it, make the strumming a little not too boomy, right? Maybe you want to sing a quieter part. Or maybe you just want to hear those high notes compared to what your voice is doing or what another guitar part is doing. So that's ideal. Right, let's do one more. I'm going to move this to the 10th fret. Now this is going to be tricky because obviously the frets are tightening as well. So the C is here now. It's like a D shape. And then the G moves here like an A shape. Then we've got the A minor moving to a type of B minor shape. And then we've got the F going like that to a G shape. Now this is almost sounding like a mandolin now because we're going really high on the register of the guitar, but that's what we've got. So let's try with rhythm. 3, 4. Very nice. So that's what we've got here. Make sure to clump it properly. Get as much sustain as you can out of that. This is still the very same chord progression moved higher. So hopefully this is inspiring in some ways that you can, move those chords in different places and see what you can come up with compositionally and tonally, really, because, this is thinner. The more it goes without the capo, the more it goes low, the more big the strumming becomes. So these are a few things to think about, and arrangement-wise, of course, if you want to record a song. Now, good luck practicing this chord progression, all those different areas. Try to get used to those open names, which represent the sound. I know it's a little confusing to get to the new roots, but use your ear as much as you can in the intervals or the distances between the chords, and you're going to have a lot of fun. See you in the next video.